Tom, how do you reflect on that game today?
One, I'm going to have to watch back to understand the game a little bit more and why we've come out on the wrong side of that. My initial feelings are huge frustration, quite angry, to be honest, at bits that have gone on in that game that are nothing to do with Gainsborough Trinity's players or staff or supporters, who I thought were very good today. So quite emotional at this moment, because that game, with how it's played out, from what I know at live, shouldn't have that scoreline. Like, we've had a long time in their half during the 95 minutes. Loads of box entries, loads of chances, and they've not had loads of those. So for it to be 1-3, I'll have to pick the bones out of it football-wise. But there was definitely a script for today. You've got a football team that's 2 centre forwards are earning more money than the other football team could pay their whole squad. There's a good crowd, good atmosphere, so there's a script on who should win and who should lose. We did our absolute best, I thought, to spoil that and spoil the storyline. I think everybody else that was involved today wanted that outcome that everyone probably thought should happen.
Sorry. Yeah. So, in terms of your team's performance, then let's start with that. What were the positives? We thought you were excellent.
Thank you. I thought we had loads of energy. We were aggressive. We were pressed really well in the first half. We played some good stuff. The first quarter of the game, I thought we were magnificent. I thought we absolutely pummeled them, suffocated them in their half. And then the first time we give the ball up on the halfway line, we get punished for it, to go to 1-1, which, again, an unlucky goal from a ricochet that lands to their lad. But I'm very proud of that today. Like, the energy that we played with, the endeavour, willingness was through the roof, probably the best it's been. And we had lads that were doing more work than was needed. Like, that's when you know you've got a group that's in a good place, because you can channel that enthusiasm and make it a bit more useful. But very pleased with the performance. I thought we played some good stuff, even in the second half against a strong wind. The amount of times we get in down the right side, Joe Wilson, there must be half a dozen where we walk into their box. We have got to do better in that situation, but I'm just pleased that how many times we managed to get that scenario, and loads of other chances from scruffy play and set pieces. So.
Why did you lose the game today then?
That's a good question. Like, the Connor T's put one in the top corner with a great strike, and the last goal, we'll have to watch it back to see what's happened there. I think moments where we had real momentum, it wasn't South Shields that stopped that momentum, it was other people that were involved in the fixture today, I thought, with fouls missed or given. And I think we should be playing against less than 11 men for a good period of that game, and probably less than 10, with 2 tackles that were on it that happened during the game.
Have you spoken to the referee?
No. Look, they've got a horrible, really hard job. It's very tough, and they're going to get things right and wrong, like the players, like the coaching staffs. So I'm not going to speak to him, but we'll go away and learn some more lessons. Perhaps wanted a bit more help, is how I'd assess that from the officials today.
And so you're having a lot of conversations with the South Shields fans. How did you find that?
Look, I thought people were friendly up here, but no, they gave me a lot today. You know, I was giving my opinion to a few things on the pitch, I think part of it was we made this tough. It might not look like it with the scoreline, but we had these rattled at a certain spell in both halves, I thought, and perhaps they didn't like it that Gainsborough, where we sit in the league, and how things are maybe perceived from the outside, have turned up and made this really difficult for them. Perhaps they took their frustrations out on me, but that's no problem.
Once again, Gainsborough Trinity showing they can mix it with the best in this league.
Yeah, without a doubt. We were better than them for long periods, which is great. Everybody knows the context of the 2 football clubs and what they're at, where they're at this year, and what they're both trying to achieve. And for us to come and perform how we have is great. Nobody wants to lose a football match. And we've got to get better and start punishing people when we get into these really good situations around the goal. But it was a big performance, and some of the individual performances performances were monster performances, and lads showing that they can mix it against what should supposedly be the best in the division.
As a manager, you mentioned decisions going against you, and there'll be a lot of frustration in that changing room. What do you say to the players?
It's like we can't control it. Like we've tried to, since July the 1st, we tried to hone in and master the controllable stuff. So your own emotion, your own attitude and application to a game, reactions to things going wrong, stuff that's in our power. But the referee's decisions, the wind, the bobble, whatever else that's out of your control, we can't get too wound up about it. And we've it's hard. It's very hard. It was very hard as a player. It's probably even harder as a manager. But you have to crack on, and you have to worry about the next 10 seconds of your life and not the one that's just gone. So I thought, all things considered, our lads controlled their emotions very well today.
And a word for that small batch of Trinity fans that you went over to at the end.
Yeah, brilliant. Like for them to come up here and perform the way they did. Like they were trying to suck the ball in for us in the second half, and they were brilliant with the players at the end. And I can see how honest they are. Like they just want a hard-working football team, and when they see that, they will respond to the players how they have been doing. The league table doesn't look brilliant, does it? But like they're with us because they can see what this team is trying to do and the way they're trying to do things. And that's not just effort. Like it's the way we're playing with the ball as well. Like we've committed to a style of play. And we will continue to commit to that and try and make it one that wins some more matches, and we'll keep getting better at it. But I think they're enjoying the product we're taking around the country and the product we've put on at home, and they've been fantastic with the players and with me. They've been magnificent.
Thanks, Tom.
Cheers.